Hello guys, welcome to my kitchen. Woo, so it's Sunday. What is the time? It is 4:30. So there's nothing to eat in this house, and so I went into the fridge and find what is there. So there is not much. So what I did is leftovers of, already packed it in this, it's sweet potatoes, okay, which I roasted the other day. We were having sweet potatoes and something, I can't remember. So those are leftovers, and then I think this was Friday. We were also having this like chicken wings. Okay, so there's the leftovers of Friday. And then I've got a little bit of peas left, so which I'm going to finish up. And then I made some rice. So I said to my husband, no, don't worry. Because he was like, okay, I can go get something. I said, no. We have to, finish this food that's in the fridge. Because I don't like to waste food. So there, let me show you. I mean, I don't know how it's going to pan out. So I thought, so I've just rinsed the rice. It's that first water. Make some coconut milk. That is like did I show you the rice? This is the rice. It's jasmine rice. It's actually just 1 cup of rice that was left, and putting some coconut milk. And some peas go in here. And what? Some cannellini beans. Okay, so I'm just trying to make it more because the rice is not giving. It's not a lot of rice, so all 4 of us must eat from 1 cup of rice. So I'm just like sharing a skill. Just throw out the water. The beans, the cannellini beans, and drying. Okay, obviously I have not tested this, but I mean, everyone knows about conjuring up something when you've got nothing. This is all a skill that we learn as we grow up. Now, my mother was very good at this. Like, she would just make something out of nothing. Like, this is her superpower. So yeah, already it's looking great. I mean, you know. So we're gonna see. Let me get the beans. Let me get the beans. What are you looking for? That's strange. Beans. Here?
The smell of coconut rice
Oh,
just brings happiness to my spirit.
that's just does what?
Brings happiness to my spirit.
Oh,
I love coconut rice.
coconut rice.
You know, there's actually a Thai dish.
Mm.
It's like a pudding where they make coconut rice and mango.
Mm.
It looks so good.
It looks so good. Oh, that smells lovely. Put in the chicken. And it's gonna bring some sweetness. Just need some more coconut rice, coconut milk. Just lower the stove a bit. Might as well finish it. Pepper. Gee, okay. It says I must clean up. Can you believe that? It's looking so good already. Let me just show you what it looks like. So, but I'm just gonna let it steam here so the sweet potatoes can cook nicely, and the pea, not the peas, the sweet potatoes and the chicken can just do its thing. Just taste and then see whether I need and then I need, I guess, a bit of water, not much. Because water's always got its place, you know, even though I don't really like cooking with water, but it's got its place. It must now steam.
Yeah. Then you said you wanted to see this. Did you see them? Huh? This one. Because I'm going to take it. Oh. You take it back.
Okay, so let's see. We are getting in some flavor. Obviously, you know, there's already that original flavors, but we're just making sure. It's paprika, ground cumin, ground cumin. What's that?
These pictures of Talia that I want to take to Talia school. That's mine, but I'm doing that back. Me. Yeah.
I was saying now, Mommy, Daddy grew into his ears.
I found a credit card, but it's an expired one. I give it back.
And some soy sauce. Ooh, that looks nice. It does, eh? It does, it does.
So it's Brandon. Brandon, the one that I was talking about.
No, it was Braden.
Brandon.
We were actually fighting with the other girl, but she like kind of gave up and forced it on to
Oh.
Braden. She was like, nah.
You the fighter.
He's like, not really.
I'm quickly going to Richard and then I'm coming back. You can eat, but I'm not going to eat. My stomach is already too big. What is this? You don't need that, right?
What is that?
It is the receipt from Mr. Bensel when he worked on the apple. You don't need it, right?
But now keep it.
Yeah, I won't discard it. You don't. I'm like a scribble.
I also was looking
Okay, and then I'm going to come and put upstairs. Yeah, this is the
Is it the coconut? Oh, it's so, I don't know.
you know, I like the rice as well.
Why?
Hashem, Mommy, one thing you've taught me.
Eh?
No one will
Are
disrespect
you
me.
doing beer nach dienst again tonight?
Okay, are we doing what?
Are you doing beer nach dienst again?
I'm studying.
Studying till 12 o'clock. No, you can't. You said 10 o'clock, right? You said you're going to stop at 10.
Don't force me.
No, don't force her.
Do not force
You said you're going to stop at 10, then you...
Do not force me.
Strong for tomorrow. And I must go.
I also do.
Huh? Say again? I'm quickly going to get some fruit because I'm really low on food for tomorrow. Not low, I've got nothing.
Mama,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going like this tomorrow.
Please.
Wearing,
Are you not going to show your titties to
No.
everybody?
no.
Okay, that's fine. Huh?
Oh. At least they know what it is now.
Okay, so what else? What else?
You don't have to add the whole fridge. Right?
Ngitata. Ngitata uthengisa. Kanimbuza
For the sake of you knowing, it is load shedding 6 to 8 tomorrow. You walk in with load shedding.
I don't know.
Oh, did they see that?
Stop acting. You want to be a star. Because I told you already.
This video stories. I must still fix that thing. Don't know how, but I'm going to try.
Basil pesto. Let's just put it in there.
Would you like to add the rest of the fridge?
Well, this is what this meal is about. It's about, you know, making sure the things in the fridge are used. Okay.
Ooh.
It's really giving. Look at that. That. Just going to bit of olive oil. Just turn down the stove. Just cleaning the thing. Ugh, this is looking so good. Look at that. There is a meal. Do we not have a meal for Sunday? Though it's not your traditional Sunday meal, it's a meal nonetheless. And so tastes amazing. So anyway, I remember there was a story with the basil pesto. So the other day I went to Food Lovers, and so I go to the deli and I asked for basil pesto. So there was a trainee girl over the counter. So, you know, she asked, "You want a small one, a big one?" I said, "No, a small one." So obviously she's just a trainee. So she calls in the lady who, you know, for her to demonstrate to her how to punch in and all of that. So the other lady comes, and then so as this lady was now demonstrating to the trainee, she says to her, "Oh, you know, so this is how you do this." And then she says to her, "Can you see the basil pesto is dry, so you must put some oil in it." So then, so she asked her to please go get the oil, because, you know, obviously you must always keep the counter desirable and, you know, and tantalizing for the customers. But now I'm there. So anyway, she's pouring the dry pesto for me. So of course then I ask her, I say, "Look, are you not gonna pour the oil for me as well?" So she's like, "No, you know, whatever, I don't know what story, but she's like, no." I said, "But why?" Because you've just asked her, you've just told her and showed her that the pesto is dry, so which means it's not correct. So she's like, no, it's right. And so anyway, I say to the trainee, is it making sense to you what she's saying? Because I don't understand what she's saying. She just told you the pesto is dry and asked you to get oil, and then, but she's dishing me the dry one. How is this okay? So obviously the poor girl, I shouldn't have asked her because she's a trainee, and now I'm putting her in a sticky situation. But I was like, how does this make sense? So anyway, now the trainee brought the oil. So anyway, she brings a big, like 2-liter bottle of canola oil. So then I asked the girl that works there, not the trainee, I asked her, but are you going to put canola oil in the pesto? So she says yes. I said, no, but you can't put canola oil. This is basil pesto, you put olive oil. So this girl says to me, you see, that's what I told you. You can put your own oil at home. I said, what? What do you mean I must put my own oil? This is pesto. This is like Italian. And so it's olive oil. Like that is the process of pesto. Obviously, at home I make my own pesto, but I don't have basil at the moment, hence I'm buying. So anyway, she now goes to ask somebody else, and obviously now this other girl came and brought another oil in a like squeeze bottle, but obviously I can see through the squeeze bottle that it's olive oil because it's green, the color of olive oil. So anyway, I asked the lady, so what oil is that? So she says it's olive oil. So I said, okay. So anyway, this other girl that was dishing me the dry pesto, she says to me, so do you want oil on yours? I was like, I'm shocked, like, how can you ask me that? We had this whole big conversation about you finding out that this pesto is dry, and now you want to dish it to me, and you just literally don't care. So I say to her, it's very strange and very frightening for me to think that, I wonder what happens when we are not looking, right? Because obviously, if I did not question, you would have thrown in canola oil. Now, this is very critical because, like, when people go buy food, you obviously care for the ingredients that went into that food. And so, if, for example, you are allergic to canola oil or whatever, it's a health risk, whatever, because you don't think that they will put canola oil in the pesto, and yet they did, or they could, so yeah, it's just like, it's quite dangerous actually. Oh, the other day we were at this burger joint. Now I'm not gonna say the name, but like a quite prominent burger joint. And so we were sitting there, we were eating, and so obviously I was faced the other way, so my husband was faced that way where they make the food. So this dude who was making our milkshakes, my husband said, oh, that guy just like that syrup thing that you make the milkshake, whether it's strawberry or whatever, that syrup. So that guy was like putting the syrup in his mouth. And so my husband was like, oh, did I just see right? This guy did that. So we were quite shocked. So now we're stuck. We're kind of like, what are we going to do? Because like, how can we trust this food if these people are doing that in the open, in the full view of everybody? can you imagine what they do when we don't see what's happening? So anyway, the waitress came, and so I alerted her. I said, listen, I just want to mention something here because this is quite scary if it's true. My husband says he just saw this guy who was making the milkshakes put that bottle in his mouth. So obviously, you know, the girl was like, you know, thank you very much for letting us know. And she was so good. She went and reported immediately to the manager. The manager immediately, you know, came to us and said, thank you for reporting. And, you know, he is going to go and look at the footage because they have, you know, they are recording, or there's a CCTV, whatever. And then because he does not want to make waves before he knows what's going on, so we said, no, thank you very much. And he, you know, was very thankful. Says, no, we'd rather know, I mean, this is concerning, but you know, he does not want to make waves. So we're like, cool, please let us know. I mean, we could have seen wrong. So of course, you know, he came back and he said he did look at the footage, and yes, it does look like he's putting it in his mouth, but he went back and forth. So basically he put it in his hand, you know, to taste, because like the flavors of the bubble gum and the strawberry is very close. So he had to taste, you know, which one it was. So he says, you know, but thank you so much, because, you know, I said, look, we were kind of stuck. We were like, should we say something? But like, if we didn't say anything, it would have meant that maybe we don't come back to this establishment. So he says, no, exactly. That is why I'd rather you tell me so that we can check and clear it out. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, I think he handled it very swiftly and very professional. And anyway, I think it's good that I say the name of the establishment, because they did a great job, because it's not like I'm dragging them down, you know. So they actually brilliant. So it was Rocco Mama's here at Somerset Mall. So yeah, you know, these things happen, and you know, some establishments good, some not, but you know, generally, you know, the service is not great at many places basically. But that manager was absolutely brilliant. So anyway, that was the story. Let me not drag it. So I was just telling the story whilst we're waiting for the food to come right. And let me just put this away. Okay, so all right, so let's plate up. Let's plate up. Going to dish. always say I'm very much visual when it comes to food, so ew. Now look at that, I missed my plating, but I'll sort it out. Just want to make sure that my plate looks at the picture. Okay, so let me not drag you into this thing, but I really wanted to show you what I have in mind, just to like make something that is nothing to look like something. Oops. To look like something, you know. So now I'm using some of that basil pesto. This is real time, guys. This is real time. So boo-boos do happen, but I like it like that because, you know, you don't show you a whole like situation that is, oh, look at that. Look at that plate. Liam's. Liamo. So there we go. Look at that, guys. From leftovers, right? One would think it's a proper like restaurant quality food.
Hello?
Hmm.
You summoned?
Yeah, come.
I
This
can't
you
carry
don't
plates.
but I want you to see actually.
It's very pretty.
Hey?
It's very pretty.
Eh? From leftovers. Eh?
Gordon Ramsay could name
From leftovers.
That looks beautiful.
Yeah?
It smells beautiful.
Mm. Let's get this one right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Put this one aside.
Is that Daddy's one?
Yeah. I'm making yours now. There, we all ate from. Yeah, and 1 cup of rice and all the things that I explained that I did. So hey guys, look at that. That is what came out. Now this one, my husband loves rice. So see, there's still some left. Some olive oil, drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Look at that baby. Look at that baby. From leftovers, right? Wow. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Have a fabulous afternoon.